Hello friends, welcome to the weekly Prepper Pantry Haul. Today is Saturday, May 24th, 2025, and this is the Cold War Prepper. My name is Lee. So, not that much this week. Next week or the week after, we will have our second of the month Amazon subscribe and save that we'll be showing, and then we'll also have the fourth of the month Thrive Life order. Now that's not going to be very big. I'm getting 1 can of diced beef, 1 can of milk, and 1 can of tomatoes. That's all it looks like it's going to be right now, but we'll have to see what goes on sale. I did a video just recently with my Kelly kettle, and I was thinking, how can I put that to best use as far as my theory of I don't want to cook anything that gives either an odor from the cooking fuel or the food that I'm actually cooking. So I figured, how much instant stuff can I get? And I thought, I don't have any instant rice. So, instant rice and chicken and peas would be a fantastic meal. And those don't have any odor when you cook them. So I figured I needed some instant rice. So one of my pickups this time is instant rice. Picked up some more insect repellent, 2 cans of portobello mushrooms. And the reason there's 2 cans, we used one when we did Salisbury steak the other night. The reason there's 2 cans is if you bought 2 cans, you got $1 off. 1 can of Aunt Nellie's red cabbage, and then 1 can of Reed's 3-bean salad. Now, Reed also makes a potato salad, German potato salad. Just warm it up and eat it, and that's fantastic too. Helen's not a fan of that as much as I am, so we both like the 3-bean salad, so I picked up the 3-bean salad. Some cream style corn, that goes well with our railroad pie. The small peas, the tender young peas, we use those in a lot of different casseroles. And we had those with our Salisbury steaks the other night, so that's a replacement. A can of chicken for the girls, the Chihuahuas. Every once in a while we will fix them rice and chicken, and that's the meal that we will serve them. And so that's going to be one of their main meals in a post-apocalyptic world. So I try to pick up a can of chicken every now and then for them. I can't believe it. At our grocery store, HEB, they had chili mac. We can't find chili mac anywhere. And this is the old El Paso version, so from Hamburger Helper. And we'll see how that goes. Helen's excited. She wants to go get some more ground beef, so we can do that this week instead of putting it into the pantry. A 2-pound package of rice that'll go into when we empty our 3-liter Coke bottles. Those get filled up with beans, rice, are probably the 2 primary things. Oh, cornmeal, and then we put in a oxygen absorber and seal it, and that's going to do pretty well as well. I also have a vacuum pump system where you can put a hole in the top of the screw-on lid for the 3-liter bottle, and then vacuum seal those. And so I've had probably about a 25% failure rate with those, whereas I'm not having any failure rate with putting a oxygen absorber in there. Picked up a pound of manteca, better known in English as lard, and then got some charcoal lighter fluid. Now, the good thing about the charcoal lighter fluid, when I was getting that, at Walmart, I think I already said it, but I'll say it again, they do have Zippo lighter fluid now in the camping section. It's probably been a dozen years since I've seen Zippo lighter fluid at the camping section or anywhere in Walmart. Matter of fact, I kind of complained about 10 years ago that they sold the lighters but not the lighter fluid. So now they have them. Got some moleskins for my first aid kit, a package of brown gravy, and a package of hot and sour soup. So I wanted to get the hot and sour soup. I hadn't seen that before. Now that I have it, I know what else I need to pick up. It recommends bamboo shoots and a couple other things, and so I'll pick those up to make some hot and sour soup. This is the machete that I picked up 2 weeks ago. I showed the other one on last week's video, and I showed this one on this week's. Looks kind of cool. Kind of has a hand guard there for safety. The one thing I don't like about it in its canvas sheath is the fact that the serrated edge, the saw edge on the back, kind of catches on the canvas as you're extracting it from the scabbard. So if you intend to draw it out and use it as a weapon, it's not going to be that quick. I can guarantee you that. The last thing we picked up was Camp Cookery by Horace Kephart. This is the 1910 edition of his camp cooking book. All kinds of planning numbers in it as far as how many pounds of different things you need to feed 4 people for 4 weeks. 1910 style camping recipes is basically what it is. I'll give you a review of it next week after I've had a better chance to look at it. So that's where we are. That's all we've got for this week. Remember that we're all in this together so we can come out the other side together. Please be kind, polite, and respectful to each other. Let me know what you're doing down in the comments below, because we're going to get through this together. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.